Welcome into the program. It's a Tuesday. This is the Tom Barfield Show, and we are presented to you today by our good friends at Toe King. Gary Hoffman and his team at Toe King. Here's the phone number, and I bet they may be a little busy today with some inclement weather. 254-666-5484. That's the number to call if you ever need emergency roadside assistance. Maybe you flooded out. Maybe you have a flat tire. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, they can certainly give you 24-hour assistance. Great group of guys and gals, and it's family-owned and operated business, and Gary and his team do a great job. And again, we thank them for being a part of our program. 254-666-5484. Good morning, Lark Smith. How are you?
A little wet, but I'm okay.
A little wet.
Yeah. A little wet.
All right.
But I use my superpower. I'm waterproof.
All right. Let's do a little trivia here this morning because you are a history buff. I know you are.
I am.
Texas history.
Yes.
April the 21st, 1836. What happened?
I'm going to guess maybe they captured Santa Ana.
It's the Battle of San Jacinto.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's when they caught Santa Ana. And that was the end of the revolution. Texas won its independence.
Yeah, pretty good stuff. The Battle of San Jacinto, 1836 today. All right, it's April the 21st. It's National Kindergarten Day. Well, the guy that invented kindergarten, it was his birth date.
Is it called kindergarten any longer? Is it now called preschool?
No, I think they have preschool for like 4-year-olds, kindergarten for 5-year-olds. It's got to get them out of the house.
It's a babysitting service.
Yes. Now, this is a good one. It is National Chocolate Covered Cashew Day. I'm all about cashew. You know, no cashews?
I like cashews by themselves, but don't cover them in chocolate.
Oh, I'm all about it. Did you know? I don't know where I get this stuff. The first fire pole was installed in a fire station in New York City in 1878.
All right. Where was the first dance pole?
Easy there. It's a family show. Family show. I don't know if you're a fan of this movie. I know you like baseball movies, but this was kind of baseball, and then it's kind of just a feel-good movie. Field of Dreams was released on April the 21st, 1989.
Well, that doesn't seem like it was that long ago.
It doesn't. But we're old.
Yeah.
So
and I'm loving that Major League Baseball has started that Field of Dreams game.
Oh, it's awesome, isn't it?
It is absolutely awesome.
There's cool things. MLB has done some cool things. Yeah. Like during the Little League World Series, up in
Williamsport.
I started to say Winston-Salem. Williamsport.
Yeah.
If they want to play in Winston-Salem, they're more than welcome. In Williamsport, PA, they have a Major League Baseball game. They bring a couple of teams in, and they play a regular season game in the middle of the Little League World Series. I think it's a cool event.
I think that's a cool event, but the thing that I dislike about it is when those players arrive and come to the stadium. I think that's great that they come to the stadium and intermingle with the Little Leaguers, but ESPN gives so much attention to those major leaguers as opposed to the Little Leaguers on the field, and that's what you're there for, is to do the Little League game, not the major league players showing up. It aggravates me that they give so much attention to those players, and I understand it, but it just aggravates me.
I was going to say, it's not going to change because
no.
I don't know little Johnny Smith, but I do know Derek Jeter.
I understand.
And so that's where the cameras are going to be.
But that's the little leaguer in me. I've always, I'm a 12-year-old up here.
Boy, on a lot of fronts. On a lot of fronts.
Absolutely.
So, all right. We're going to talk to Brice in a little bit. He's probably going to be in a little better mood. His Astros beat Cleveland last night. So
they did.
Didn't they play last night, 9-2?
Oh, yeah, they did last night.
Okay, all right.
They play again tonight.
Yes, they
this
do.
Afternoon, 5:10.
But they are 9-15 on the year, and they're in 5th place.
Yeah, not doing so well.
No, they're chasing.
Maybe I haven't looked at their schedule, but maybe they've got the Rockies out of the way now, and they won't have to play the Rockies anymore.
I don't know. Rangers are they off today or are they playing?
They're playing today. They have a 7:05 first pitch with the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Okay.
Interleague play in Arlington.
And then tomorrow they play the Pirates again.
Yes.
With Waco and Robinsonite. Is it Robinsonite?
Yes.
It's not Robinson.
Not Robinsonette.
No. But it could have been Robinsonian or Wacoan / Robinsonite. Braxton Ashcraft's going to be on the mound. Now, I understand. I don't know this. I haven't confirmed this, but I shouldn't talk about it, but I'm going to anyway.
Yeah.
I understand that I think the Robinson High School baseball team is going to make a field trip.
Hey, outstanding.
Up to the ballpark and watch Braxton Ashcraft pitch against the Texas Rangers.
Well, what's the basketball game that Baylor has that they have like the second graders show up?
Oh, I call it the Scream game.
Yeah, well, they had a Scream game at MCC a couple of weeks ago. Vegas second graders showed up for an MCC baseball game.
How much fun is that?
That's a lot of fun. There was a bunch of second graders running all over that ballpark.
Why not?
Yeah.
Introduce them to if they haven't met baseball, introduce them to baseball. If they haven't met softball, you introduce them to softball.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm all about that.
Kind of felt sorry for those instructors that were trying to, herd those cats,
corral them
in and out of the buses.
But, yeah.
Yeah. No, it was great to have them there I guess they were there for about 6 or 7 innings.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So, yeah. So, and we do have Mother Nature involved in this day. And, I don't know if we're going to play our high school baseball games. I know softball's probably got some playoff games on the schedule for tonight, I would think. I know that some of them are a little later on in the week.
Yeah, what I've seen softball schedule-wise, this being the first week of softball playoffs, most of them are waiting till either tomorrow or Thursday to start their series.
Yeah, so Midway, I know, is going to be in Duncanville tomorrow night,
right.
And then they'll host Duncanville on Thursday. If there is a Friday, they haven't decided as of yet at what time or location.
I was of the opinion they're just going to play a doubleheader on Thursday. With the if game.
Not according to my information.
Okay.
So
we'll clarify it later.
Yeah. That would make it a lot easier if that was the case.
Yeah.
Make it a simplistic situation. So, but I don't know. But the information that I received from athletic department over at Midway is that Friday is a TBA right now. So,
okay.
So yeah, that's what we got on the program. Brice Cherry will talk with us, and Tommy Brashear. He's the director of athletics, head football coach at Troy. Like Kevin Johnson, Kevin is moving. He's moving upstairs.
Yeah.
Tommy is retiring.
He's going fishing.
Like Lonnie Judd over at Robinson.
Yeah, he's
Tommy
going fishing.
Is going to go, yeah. So we'll talk to Tommy and visit with him, Troy High School head football coach and athletic director. I'm assuming that at the end of May that he will he'll retire from coaching at Troy. I mean, he's had a heck of a career.
Absolutely.
Heck of a career.
One of those guys I'm going to miss.
No, you know what? He's a good man and a good guy and
Absolutely.
Good for kids.
Absolutely.
And isn't that the job?
That's what I think it is.
Sure it is. I mean,
a lot of people think it's wins and losses,
and I know you need to win. I get all that.
I do too.
But we're also preparing young people to move on to the next level. And the next level, in most cases, is not college or the professional ranks. It's not athletics. You're going to be a professional, but not in sports.
There you go.
So, and he does a great job at that.
Absolutely.
Terrific job. So
absolutely.
We'll talk to Tommy coming up in a few minutes. All right. So that's what we got going on. Brice is coming up here in just a couple of minutes. So we'll talk to Brice. You know what? Brice is probably on the edge of his seat because his Rockets play a second round playoff game, and it's kind of a big game now that they're down 1-0. Hang on a second. Astros they didn't. They didn't just lose again. Stop it.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. We are we're rolling along here. Welcome to Tuesday. And we are brought to you in part by our good friends over at Waco Body Men Company. Waco Body Men is open 7 days a week at 116 Mary in downtown Waco. They will help you create longevity by living longer. And they do it through they help your body live stronger, live longer, and live healthier. And how do they do it? Well, they've got all kinds of cool things like red light therapy and a hydrotherapy room and the sauna and the polar shower and the hot tub. all that stuff. I can't. My schedule's a little busy right now, but I promise you, when it slows down, maybe a little later on in the spring or early summer, I'm headed to 116 Mary. You can write that in your book. It is Waco Bodymen. You want to know more about it? You can give them a call, or better yet, go online and check it out at wacobodymen.com. That's wacobodymen.com. And we're back with Brice Cherry, the Waco Trip, next.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycats mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco, one of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
Is your roof ready for the next Texas storm? Don't wait for a small leak to become a big problem. Call JK Roofing of Waco. Whether you need roof repair, a full replacement, or a professional inspection, JK Roofing has quality workmanship and dependable service you can count on. Locally owned and committed to protecting Central Texas homes and businesses. Call JK Roofing today for your free estimate and get the job done right the first time. Call JK Roofing 254-744-2211. JK Roofing of Waco. Strong roofs, honest work, and peace of mind.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple is your one-stop shop for custom window treatment, transforming your vision into reality. Choose from a selection of shades, blinds, shutters, and curtains. Bumblebee Blinds stands behind our service and products, ensuring peace of mind with our trusted warranty. Call Bumblebee Blinds today to schedule your design consultation. Bumblebee Blinds, simplifying window treatments one covering at a time. BumblebeeBlinds.com.
All right, welcome back. It's Tuesday. It's raining, and it is what it is today, folks. We do have baseball and softball scheduled, and we'll see. We shall see. But Baylor's on the road today. They're supposed to be in Huntsville to take on Sam, but we'll see how that goes. But anyway, all right, let's welcome into the program Brice Cherry from the Waco Trip. Good morning, Brice. How are you?
Good morning, Tommy. How are you?
Terrific. Curious. Draft coming up, NFL draft coming up on Thursday. How much are you engaged with this with the draft, or is it something you'll look at a little bit? I mean, I'm not a glued to the TV kind of guy for the draft.
I am not either, and I mean this should say something about me that I do watch the entire NBA draft.
Well, what's that take? 10 minutes?
I may be one of 11 people in the country who do that, but yeah, just show me the ticker, show me who the teams pick. I don't necessarily get into the drama of it all. It's not that I won't turn it on and watch it, and clearly it'll be interesting to see where Michael Trigg and Sawyer Robertson and Josh Cameron end up. I mean, from a local perspective, and Zach Smith will write up those stories for us. But yeah, I'm not a big draft Nick. I'm not a big guy that's looking at all the specs. I do read some of the stories and some of the mock drafts, but yeah, just show me the ticker, show me who goes where, and then we go from there.
You mentioned a few of the Baylor Bears, and there'll be a few more that will sign free agent deals after the draft and see if they can go live their dream.
Absolutely. I was over there for pro day. That was 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I thought some guys really helped themselves on pro day. Omar Agbedian, the O lineman, what he did. I think he would have been like third or fourth at the combine in terms of the bench press. He put on a show there. And then Cole Wilson, I thought, was a guy who really helped himself that day with both his bench press, his 40. He looked good catching passes from Sawyer. So he's a guy that if he doesn't get drafted, I think, like you said, will be one of those who gets a camp invite. And because every NFL team was represented that day at Baylor's Pro Day.
So let's just stay on football for just a second since we're here. The Fan Fest is coming up on Saturday. Not much in the world of football that we're going to learn, is there? I mean, this is more of just kind of showcasing and presenting the football team to the community. I mean, is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a fan event. They don't really do a spring game anymore. There was a time that I would go to the spring game and maybe write like a column, even though back when they played a game, you still didn't learn a whole lot. Now they don't even play a game. I'll just let Zach cover it because, what am I going to write about? Like you said, there's not a whole lot you can learn from it. And I get that these coaches want to keep things under wraps to a certain extent. They want to avoid every chance of injury and all of that. So, I'm not saying that they should have a spring game at all. But yes, it certainly gives me less reason to cover it. So.
No, I mean, I was watching, I think it was ESPNU or something is going to cover, a couple of the bigger, Michigan. I mean, and I'm like, what are you going to see? Even if it is a quote football game, it's going to be vanilla. I mean, there's nothing, you're not going to see anything. You're not going to learn anything. I mean, it is going to be true vanilla. And if that's your deal, then go for it. But I'd rather watch a baseball game.
Yeah, no doubt. I look at it as like, you remember those little science projects where you like poke a hole in a tube and you'd like look through it. I mean, you get like a tiny little glimpse of of what you're gonna see in the fall. I mean, you're not gonna get much of a picture.
I was just looking. We're blessed, and sometimes I don't even think we recognize it. The quality of play over at McLennan is I don't care what sport it is, but particularly here in the spring, you got a baseball team that's very elite. You got a softball program that's elite. I mean, what Chris Berry's done is remarkable, and sometimes I think we forget about those guys.
No doubt. To your point, I mean, Chris has got that program clicking at a really high, consistent level. One that, pretty much expects to make the World Series every year, and that's hard to do. So yeah, kudos to him because, you are reshuffling your roster every year. And, the fact that he does have girls there for 2 years, speaks to some continuity, I mean, that's more continuity than you get in Division I basketball. I mean, 2 years. So yeah, I mean, I think that they've got it rolling. I mean, they've won, I think they've lost like one time since the end of February or something like that. So yeah, 5th in the country. And then you mentioned the baseball program, and here they've got a brand new coach, and they're still clicking along. I mean, and I think it was smart that they got a guy in James Leverton who knows MCC, knows that culture, was there, and coached with those guys, and so yeah, I mean, I think it's you can go out to Bosque River Ballpark on a Wednesday or Saturday, and you're going to see a high level of diamond play.
Is a lot of that success out at MCC have to do with the facilities there at MCC?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that's a great point, Lark. I mean, you've got really, really nice junior college facilities. And so I think when you're recruiting, those guys look at that. Certainly they look at your track record too, and the number of guys you've put in in either four-year schools or in, the professional ranks if you're in baseball. I know that junior college is an attractive option a lot of times in baseball just because you can get drafted every year. And that if you're in Division I baseball, you have to wait until after your third year. So that's another like feather in the JUCO cap that I think they can use in recruiting.
I need to know, and I meant to start with this. How will you celebrate National Chocolate Covered Cashew Day? How will you celebrate?
Well, now that you're informing me that it exists, man, it sounds good. Chocolate covered cashews. I like both of those things. So yeah. Just give me some, I guess, is how I would celebrate.
I didn't know if you'd have a party at your house or if you went out for National Chocolate Covered Cashew Day.
Do you have a calendar that you're looking at these things? Or?
I just, when you're bored, sometimes you just start perusing, and it's no telling what you'll find when you get on your internet machine.
Yes.
Anyway,
every day is something. National something.
Well, it is. Yeah, it is. Baylor baseball and softball. Good weekend for Glenn Moore's team. They were able to get 2 out of 3, and it was gut wrenching for baseball. Quite honestly, Brice, with the doubleheader, the front end of that doubleheader on Sunday, that was just absolutely gut wrenching.
Yeah, obviously the bullpen gave away a lead, and then I think TCU just carried that momentum home with them and stole that series. I mean, that's how you can put it, really. The Frogs kind of stole it. I mean, because Baylor was playing well and looking like a series was in their pocket, and it's baseball, man. Things happen, and the game can turn in a hurry, and so. Yeah, tough loss. I still think Mitch Thompson's club is in a decent place for making the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2019. 9-9 in the Big 12, right, Tommy? I mean, that's a good league, and if you finish around 500 or a little bit above, I think you're going to be in a good spot to make it. But still, you want to stack more series wins together. And so that one did hurt.
Absolutely. And now you're on the road this weekend against a good Arizona State team. But Friday night, Brice, would have reminded you of the old days, if you will. I mean, us old guys. It was over 3,000 there. It was a raucous crowd. They were engaged with the game. It wasn't just, hey, let's go have a hot dog and hang out and watch the kayakers on the river. It was a crowd that was engaged in the game, and it was fun. It really, really was a fun Friday night, and the Bears played well.
Yeah, and I mean, I was reading Michael Haig's story later that night for us, and I liked Mitch Thompson's comments about, it made this old coach kind of nostalgic. And, I mean, it almost sounded like he was tearing up just seeing that kind of crowd for the first time in a long time. And so good for Mitch and the program. I think certainly there's some excitement building, and that happens when you win more games. I mean, so, that's great. I was Friday and Saturday night, I was turning that mother out over it. Got to dance at Midway. So,
How did that go, by the way?
Oh man, I mean, I
didn't see the video posted. I didn't see any on your social media.
I will. There is one that exists. I will send it to you. Yeah. We had a great time. I mean, here's what I would say.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna get up on stage and dance and make a fool of yourself, just go for it. Like,
go all in.
Yeah, you can't do that halfway, or it will look bad. So, just lean in.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm thinking he's probably looks like Elaine from Seinfeld whenever he dances.
Oh no little kicks. No, I didn't. Yeah, that was a shot. No, I mean, I had compliments after the show, and somebody told me, some lady from my church said, now I know where Millie gets her moves. And I said, don't put that on her. Don't put that on her. I said, she's a lot better than me.
Did you moonwalk? That's all I want to know.
I did moonwalk. Yeah, there's a part where I was in the front, and then we had to move to the back of the stage so that the people in the back could move to the front. And so I moonwalked to the back. Yes.
Oh, please send me that video. Please send me that video.
Yeah, I'll do it. Oh, I'll own it. Whatever. Yeah. It's fun. It was fun.
Let's talk a little bit about tonight. Big night. Are you staying up? I'm assuming you're going to stay up at 9:30.
Yes, I am. I was actually headed over to Rocket Country, Robinson Rocket Country first.
Yeah.
So they have their inaugural Athletic Hall of Fame ceremony, or whatever you want to call it, meet and greet tonight.
Big class.
A great class. Susie Snyder Eppers is a legend. You got Randy Kitchens. You got Haley Abbey and Ashley. Jason Tucker. A lot of great names there. So they'll do that tonight. I just since we've been talking, Tom, I got a text from Lonnie Judd. Saying that the ball game is off, but they'll still do the Hall of Fame thing. So my plan was to cover both tonight, but obviously the rain affected the Robinson China Spring ball game. I think
that's a big series. It
is. It is a great series. Game. Both teams are playing well. So Chris Clemens' team, Corey Beckham's team, they're both playing well. And it's the last week of the regular season for high school baseball. So they'll play that on Thursday instead, and then finish that series on Friday in China Spring. But I'll still head over there and do something on the Hall of Fame. But yes, I will come back to my house and watch the other Rockets, and hopefully they can get it together. Hopefully Kevin Durant might play. We'll see. That was a loss, but there's a part of me that's just resigned to whatever happens. And if it happens, I hate calling for people's job, but I am ready to see a new coach for the Houston Rockets.
Make a wish.
Yes, exactly. It would be if they lose to the Lakers, it would be 2 first-round exits in a row. And last year they were the 2 seed. So, right. I think there's a lot of people that are very sour on Ime Udoka right now. So, if people are wondering, and I'm assuming this is the case, but I think Robinson's baseball team is headed to Arlington tomorrow night to watch Braxton Ashcraft throw for Pittsburgh against the Rangers. That is so awesome. Got a chance to talk to Braxton last year right after he made his debut, and did a little Zoom interview with him. And man, what a great story. You love to see local kids who kind of toil away. I mean, he was in the minors for a number of years. He dealt with injuries. And now, he's been pitching great for the Pirates. I mean, 2-something ERA. So, that'll be super fun for them to go up and watch him do his thing. And you remember, he was an incredible wide receiver. 37 touchdown. 37. Yeah, that was it. That, and then his senior year, he didn't even play football. That was his junior season that he had all those touchdown catches. Yeah, he was an incredible athlete and clearly has done well to get to where he is. And I think is kind of one of their core young players for that Pirates team.
Indeed. Talk to me about what's going on with the Waco Trib. What do you guys locked in on? I know you're going to cover the Robinson thing tonight. What else is going on as far as what readers and subscribers can see in the Waco Trib?
So softball playoffs also start this week. We'll have coverage of various games there. The NFL draft, I mentioned, Zach will be all over that and see where some of those Baylor guys go. But coming up this weekend also, it's a busy time. I mean, the Baylor acrobatics and tumbling team will go for its 11th straight national championship. That they're out of state doing that, but we'll follow it. And on Saturday, I'll be out at Clyde Hart Track and Field Stadium for the annual Michael Johnson Invitational. That's always a really good meet. A lot of great programs come for that one. It's probably Baylor's biggest home meet. They have 3, and that's the biggest one. So that'll be fun. Hopefully the weather cooperates for that.
Yeah, you sounds like your plate is full, and it's good stuff. Hey, Brice, thanks. Should I say it? Go Rockets! I mean,
yeah, baby, absolutely.
And they're down, what, 1 game to the Lakers?
They are. It's 1-0, yes.
Yeah.
And my Astros did finally win a game yesterday.
I wasn't going to bring those losers up. I just wasn't going to do it.
I have nothing I can say in retort. They've been terrible. The pitching is like next level bad. I mean, because they can freaking hit. They really can.
I was thinking about it last night. One of their few wins this season. I was in attendance because the Bears were playing the Houston Cougars down there. So
you need to go to more games. Go to more games.
Yeah, well, if they'll give me more free tickets, I'll go.
All right.
Brice, thanks. See you later.
Tommy. See y'all.
That's Brice Cherry for the Waco Trib. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, one of our good friends, Tommy Brashear, is going to be on the program. We'll talk with Tommy and see what's going on there. We are brought to you in part today by Barfield and Sal Insurance Group. Whether it's auto, home, life, or business insurance, they got one goal. One simple goal, and that is to provide the highest quality insurance at the lowest possible price. That's simple, and they'll do that for you. And being an independent agency, they can shop your needs around to several different carriers and provide you that great coverage at a low cost. So check them out today. Let me give you a phone number. Excuse me. It's 469-579-4982. That's 469-579-4982. Barfield South Insurance. And we're back in a moment. Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco, one of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
At Waco Bodyman Company, we help you take control of your health with advanced wellness and longevity solutions designed to help your body perform, recover, and thrive. Experience the power of red light therapy with our full body bed design to reduce inflammation, improve circulation, support skin health, and recharge your body at the cellular level. Step into our hydrotherapy room featuring a dry sauna, polar shower, and hot tub. Book your tour today. Waco Bodyman, open 7 days a week in downtown Waco.
When disaster strikes, you need a team you can trust. At Benchmark, we specialize in disaster recovery, construction, environmental remediation, and indoor air quality solutions. With over 30 years of experience, our experts provide forensic architecture, engineering, and environmental consulting to ensure every project is handled with precision and care. From damage assessment to full reconstruction, Benchmark delivers technical expertise and an unmatched client experience every step of the way. Visit benchmarkc3.com to learn more.
Bumblebee Blinds of Waco in Temple is your one-stop shop for custom window treatment, transforming your vision into reality. Choose from a selection of shades, blinds, shutters, and curtains. Bumblebee Blinds stands behind our service and products, ensuring peace of mind with our trusted warranty. Call Bumblebee Blinds today to schedule your design consultation. Bumblebee Blinds, simplifying window treatments one covering at a time. BumblebeeBlinds.com.
Back with us here on a Tuesday morning edition of the program, and we're now joined by the head football coach and athletic director for the Troy Independent School District, Coach Tommy Brashear. Coach, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Doing good. Thank you for having me.
Man, I appreciate it. First of all, let me say selfishly, I hate that you're stepping away. One of the good guys in this business, and good for kiddos. And we just, we understand, but we just don't like it.
Well, I appreciate that. And you never know what the future holds, and I might get back into it, but it was just best for me and my family at this point for me to step down. And mom, she's fine, but she's just getting up there in years and she's needing a lot more help than she used to. And my wife and we're the two that need to be there to help her. So this was the best way for us to do it. So, but I appreciate the kind words.
It doesn't seem like, Tommy, that it's 8 years in Troy. Wow, that man, time flies, doesn't it?
Well, it's only 3 years in Troy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 3 years in Troy, but it did fly. Yeah, it did fly by, and Troy's been a really good place. The school board last night approved Jared Smith, who was my offensive coordinator. I brought him with me when I came there. I had previously worked with him at Cameron for a while, and always wanted to try and get him to come with me. Or I tried to get him back in Cameron a few times, but always he's a Troy homegrown boy there. So glad that they hired him. He'll do a great job. He's a guy that not only a good coach, a great person, cares about kids as well. So, but it's been a lot of fun. Troy's a great community, a lot of good people there in Troy. I've really enjoyed my 3 years there.
So what does the calendar look like for you? Are you there through the end of May, or what's that look like for you?
Yeah, my contract runs through the end of June, so I'm technically here through the end of June. But I've got a lot of days saved up and nothing really to do with them. So I took today off and getting some stuff done around the house. And I was hoping to be at regional tennis tournament. My daughter made it to the regional tennis tournament. She's a senior at Troy this year, but she got beat in the second round yesterday. She was pretty disappointed, but hoping to be there today. But here at home and getting to do this podcast with you. So, but I'll be around. I'll help Jared kind of transfer into that position and help him, with the AD side of things and stuff like that. So, but still working at Troy, just taking some days here and there that I've got over 60 days saved up and not getting any money for them. So I'm going to use some of them.
There you go. There are some challenges, right? I mean, being the head football coach is one aspect, but also being the director of athletics, there's a lot of moving parts there.
There is, there's a lot more to it than just getting to coach the kids in the off-season period or in the athletic period, and then just coach them in the sports you coach. A lot of behind-the-scenes paperwork, budgeting and scheduling, and just the all the technology stuff. There's tons of stuff you got to keep up with. Maintenance. Getting maintenance to come and fix or repair or replace. There's tons of it. It's a constant thing. And it's a 24/7 job. I mean, you get calls and phone calls over your weekends, you get them over your breaks, you get them. It's a constant. So, and most of the time those are good things. Every now and then you get something that's not so fun, but there's a lot more good than there is bad to it.
Talk a little bit about your journey. You spent a lot of time, obviously, in Cameron, and that's one of those iconic programs that's recognized across the state. And that's home. And so, what a cool situation for you, all those seasons and all those years there in Cameron.
It was, I'm a Cameron boy. I graduated from CHO High School in 1992. So, had a lot, and my family still got a lot of family lives there today. I live out in the country, about 10 miles outside of Cameron, still even to today. So, good place. It was a dream come true when I got that job, that head coaching job. When I first got into coaching, I wasn't really sure that I wanted to be in that position, but I knew I wanted to be a coordinator at some point in football. That football is my love, and of course, I'm one of those guys. I played all the sports growing up. When you go to a small school, you get that opportunity to do and play everything. So I love that, and it played everything, and I was kind of one of those kids. It was outside, whatever year it was, baseball, basketball, football. I'm outside doing that. So kind of felt like coaching was a call. And told my mom when I was in kindergarten I wanted to be a teacher and a coach. And way back then I had already had that feeling. So and then stuck with that throughout the years. But working in Cameron was a great opportunity for me. I was there 17 years. Started out in a school up in the Fort Worth area, Joshua, right out of college. My defensive coordinator when I played ball in Cameron, I had gotten the head coaching job in Joshua. So he kind of kept up with us guys, or he ended up hiring 6 Cameron boys to come work on his staff there.
Wow, really?
School. Yeah, he did.
Who
Yeah,
was
it was John Wilson. John Wilson. He lives there in China Spring now. He's retired. Dang good coach. Great man. Still keep in touch with him today. He and his family. Amazing people. And went to his. I can't remember what year it was. Many year anniversary with he and his wife just this past year up there at the stadium there in Baylor McLean Stadium, hosted up there, which is the first time I'd been up there. It was really nice, but just an outstanding man and family, and like most of us, his wife is very strong, good Christian woman, and she's kept him straight throughout the years. It's like most of us have that wife behind us that helps us out. So good people. But
what was that like coaching with all those Cameron guys? Your first gig, and you're surrounded with people
Yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. Something I'm going to miss is the relationships in coaching through the retirement. But I already had some of those relationships developed by going there to Joshua, and then got to know the guys that were there as well already, and some other guys that came in. But it was a lot of fun, and honestly, we were still young, and I think only one of us at that time was married that I can remember, maybe 2 of us, but. So Coach Wilson started trying to hire these young female coaches over the years to try and get us to settle down, which I appreciate that. That's how I met my wife, actually. So I really appreciate him for that. So yeah, he set me up good there. But it was a lot of fun. We probably did some things we shouldn't have, and we could get in trouble for, not harming anybody or anything like that. But we learned a lot. We had a really good staff, a really cohesive staff. I've been very fortunate to be on a lot of really good coaching staffs and good people, good men, and learned a lot, from Coach Wilson over the years. Defensive-minded coach and just outstanding man for sure. But that's the biggest school I ever worked in was Joshua as well. So, hey, Lark, how are you, sir?
I'm doing wonderful. I've never coached at your level. I've only coached Little League and things like that. But one of the most satisfying things I ever had as a coach is when you all of a sudden see that player where that little light comes on behind their eyes and they fully understand.
Yes, sir.
Did you have any players like that in your time, Cameron, Troy, anywhere else? Somebody stand out that all of a sudden you saw that light in their eyes and that they fully understood what you were trying to teach them?
I have. A lot of coaches get frustrated with a lot of kids when they're younger. Sometimes it just takes them growing up. Sometimes it takes them developing that love for that sport, and then they kind of get more engrossed in it and watching it more and learning it more. I've seen that many times. I know we've had freshmen come into high school before, and we're like, I don't know if he's going to get it. I just don't know if he's ever going to get it. But there's more that get it and figure it out than there are that not. And it is fun to see. That would be something to miss as well, to see those kids. I know Cameron, one year we had a kid on the B team, great kid, just kind of matured later in life, but he played B team in middle school, in the junior high football. But by the time he was a junior in high school, he was an outstanding outside linebacker for us. I mean, he was calling out the plays. He would study that report, that game report, and he knew what he would be calling out. Hey, watch this, watch counter, watch the short pass in the flat. I mean, he was calling it out. I mean, he was a smart. Of course, he ended up being valedictorian as well, but he turned into a really good athlete, really good player. I mean, he got us in the right things. But very blessed to have. But he was a B team middle school player, and you didn't think back then that maybe he would turn into the player he did. But Michael Gellner stands out to me as one of those guys but there's a bunch of them like that over the years that I can just, it's fun to see. It's fun to see this kid develop, and it makes you feel good as a coach and a person too, to feel like you played a little bit of part in that, trying to help him get to where he got and achieve the goals he wanted to achieve, whether it was academically or going to college or playing whatever sport they played. So, those are the things, those relationships and seeing the growth in those kids are things I'll definitely miss from retirement.
Visiting with Tommy Brashear, the head football coach and athletic director at Troy High School, who will be retiring at the end of the year. Tommy, your time at Cameron, obviously that's a tradition-rich program. For years. Did the players that played there for you, did they understand and did they buy into that tradition and did they take it serious? This is a different place. This is not just going to XYZ high school. This is special playing at Cameron.
Definitely was. I grew up in Cameron myself. My family, parents lived in San Antonio, so I lived there for a while. Moved back to Cameron when I was in the 5th grade, and it was something. There's just a pride and the culture there is already there. It's just over years of not just winning, but just being proud of who you are and where you come from and things like that. And the kids, that's one place that I've worked for sure, where a lot of the kids will hold the other kids accountable. And when they do that, it shows that it's important to them. I know Coach, he's not coaching anymore, James Henderson, he's a principal now, but he moved into Cameron from Hearn, and he always talks about how much different it was, the culture when he moved in. He said it's the best thing ever happened to him was moving into Cameron, and just he ended up going to play a little bit of ball at UMHB, and but became a coach and now a principal. Just an outstanding man, great family as well. So, but it's the culture's there. The culture's there. The kids held each other accountable, which made coaching even more fun. You could focus even more on the X's and O's and the execution and things like that. But yeah, it's a culture there. The expectation is winning. My senior year, I was joking with my kids the other day, my boys. My senior year of high school, we got beat out in the football playoffs by Columbus in the first round. It was 30-6. And I played tight end, and I had three receptions, but I had over 100 yards, and I was not the fastest fellow. But we couldn't run the ball on them. They were stuffing us, and we were really a running team. We weren't really a throwing team. But they beat us 30-6, but we went into that game thinking we could win it. They were a lot better football team than we were. Had a lot better talent. Had one of the shovels on there, but they beat us 36. But going into that game, I went in there thinking if we went in there, played as a team, executed, played hard, then we had a chance in that game. And again, we honestly, they would have had to make a lot of mistakes for us to win that game. And then, unfortunately lost in the playoffs this year to Columbus again, to end my, coaching career most likely. So, but Columbus is a good place, good people over there. But yeah, I was kind of just joking with my kids. I've always told them about me losing to Columbus my senior year and then lost to him my last year coaching as well. So, but good place, Cameron. Good place, good people. Culture is there. I mean, the culture is there. Kids believe, and the community believes, and the community holds those kids accountable too. Their aunts and their uncles and their parents, they have high expectations for them.
All right, we know you got some time off. How are you going to fill that time? You going to play golf, go fishing? What are you filling the time with? I know you're taking care of mom, and best of health to mom.
Yes, sir.
You got to be able to have something to do, Tommy.
I do. And I'm looking for something part-time to kind of fill that void, a little bit of void there between the retirement and what I'm getting in retirement and then a little bit. So I'll find, something to do. I've got a lot of people talking to me, just trying to figure out which route I want to go. Sorry.
Yeah. Talk to folks at Tasso. They need some good help.
They need referees. I mean,
I've been hit up to be an official. I have been hit up for that as well. So, but yeah, I've been, people have been calling me saying, "Hey, well, are you interested in this? You interested in that?" But I live on about 100 acres, and I've got some cows. I love to do that. If I had about twice as many acres and twice as many cows, that's all I would do. But I really enjoy that and being outside still. Being coaching, you got to get outside a lot as well too. But I'm still seeing where that's going to go. But I got some things and some irons in the fire, I guess they say.
We talked about. I'm sorry. We talked about the tradition rich program at Cameron, but there's some expectations in there's some tradition that is in Troy. I mean, they're accustomed to winning too in all sports, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. Since I've been here, we've made the playoffs in almost every sport. All 3 years I've been here, I think maybe we missed it in one sport here and there each year, but we've had a lot of success. Kids in Troy, they compete, they get after it, they work hard. When I went there, some of the coaches are already there. They said, "Coach, you can push these kids as hard as you want to. They're going to work hard for you." And they were right. You can. Those kids will work hard for you. When I first went there, had been down a couple years in football. I feel good about where I'm leaving it. I feel like the kids are back to believing that they belong, that they can compete, and that they should be in those playoffs every year in and year out, and stuff like that. So, but very very happy and proud of the Troy kids, and just the effort they give, boys and girls side as well. The girls side there does extremely well in all of their sports. Great, inherited a good coaching staff when I came into Troy, and most of those are still there. Several of those are from Troy and graduated from Troy themselves. Kaylee Mallock, Kavanaugh, married Mallock now, the volleyball coach, and Shayla Rawls, the cross country and track coach, and ended up hiring Caitlin Laudig, who used to be she's from Cameron. I actually taught her in class, hired her for basketball, and she did a great job just this past year for the girls basketball side too. So, and then boys basketball's got Logan Rawls, Shayla's husband, as most people call him. He's Shayla's husband, but yeah. But good coaching staff. Coach Sebestia is stepping down this year, and 500 wins. I mean, the boys baseball program is amazing. Coach Chris Summerfield on the softball side done a great job with the softball program, and a lot of tradition there even before he came in there as well on the softball side. So good community, good competitors, good parents, and that's a big key when you have those good kids. There's usually some parents behind them that make a big difference.
Tommy, thanks. Appreciate your time today. Just wanted to salute your career, and tell you how much we appreciate our friendship. And anytime I needed anything, you were always there. And I just want to say thank you. Well,
I appreciate you too over the years. You've been awesome. And thank you for all your coverage and your help with things. I really appreciate it. And Lark, same to you. I'm going to miss the meetings with Lark on the Mondays, I think it was. But
yeah.
Yes,
I enjoyed those phone calls every day during football season. Thank you very much.
Always
Tommy,
good talking to you.
Have a great day. Appreciate it. That's Tommy Brashear, the head football coach in AD. All of our buddies are getting out.
Well, we're old,
I guess. Oh, my. All right. We're brought to you in part by Lake Waco Golf Club. It's a semi-private facility. It's on the north side of the lake. And I would suspect today would not be the greatest day to go play golf. But you know what? The spring showers make it an awesome place later in the spring, early summer. And you're going to love I was on the par 3 a little bit last week, just kind of milling around over there and just checking it out. And so they got an executive 18-hole par 3 course. They got a regulation 18-hole. They got the swimming pool. They've got, for members, you can go fishing. And please don't invite me. But you can, if it's called catching, I'd go, but it's called fishing.
You're such a fan of fishing.
Yeah. Check them out at lakewacogc.com. That's lakewacogc.com. If you want to set up a tee time for this weekend, I suggest you jump in there. I know that somebody tried to get a tee time on Sunday where they were booked. I wonder why. It was a beautiful day. That's why. So you can't wait till the day of. You need to jump in there and get your tee time. 254-756-2161. 254-756-2161. That's Lake Waco Golf Club. Since 1996, Double R Old-Fashioned Hamburgers at 18th and Herring has been serving Waco's best burger. There's nothing better than a delicious burger cooked just the way you like it, with garden fresh toppings on a buttered bun. Add tots, fries, curly fries, or onion rings for a perfect meal. So what are you waiting on? How about Double R Old-Fashioned Hamburgers today? Double R Old-Fashioned Hamburgers is open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Double R Old-Fashioned Hamburgers. And don't forget to ask about Double R's catering. Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Shopping for insurance shouldn't feel like a guessing game or a root canal. At Barfield Show Insurance Group, we make it easy and maybe even a little fun. Need auto, home, life, or business insurance? We've got you covered. Literally. We work with multiple top-rated companies to find the right fit for you so you get great coverage at a price that won't make you wince. Because our goal is simple. The highest quality insurance at lowest price possible. Call Barfield Show Insurance Group today at 469-579-4982 for your free quote. Better coverage, better rates, better call them.
Family owned and operated, Jasper's Barbecue is serving up Texas-style barbecue meats and sandwiches and all the fixins. Enjoy mouth-watering brisket, ribs, pulled pork, and don't forget the potato salad and barbecue beans. Located in Waco on Elm Street, right off of I-35, open Tuesday through Saturday 10 until 2 or until the food runs out. Stop by today and enjoy the best barbecue around. Voted one of the best barbecue joints by Texas Monthly. That's Jasper's Barbecue in Waco. You won't leave hungry.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycats mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
And you're back with us as we roll along on a Tuesday. And if you were with us earlier, you heard Brice Cherry mention that the Robinson baseball game was postponed. It's going to be rescheduled for Thursday. Lark, I suspect there's going to be a lot of that for Tuesday night, particularly for those who play on natural turf as opposed to the field turf surface. And there are some that have field turf, so they may be able to get their games in later. I don't know what we should have got a meteorologist on and found out what the weather's going to be at 6
Do any of those exist any longer?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Or weatherman, whatever.
Yeah.
Yesterday, by the way, and I know that because you cover so much of the junior college scene, baseball and softball, there was a biggie out in Abilene. They met halfway, right? Midland and McLennan.
Midland and McLennan met at ACC.
Yeah.
And the Highlanders come away with a 10-2 win.
Wow.
MCC went into that game ranked 6th in the nation, Midland number 2 in the nation. And the Highlanders have a big game now. Unfortunately, on the very first base hit of the game, the Highlander shortstop, Peyton Fergans, doubled, slid into second base, and injured himself enough that he had to leave the game. So with 8 games left of the regular season, I'm kind of concerned as to what his availability is going to be, especially starting tomorrow with the series over in Temple. But we'll see what happens. I've sent a note to the head coach, James Leverton, what's his status, and I haven't gotten a reply yet. I understand why. But anyway, speaking of MCC, there's a possibility that the Midway High School game tonight with Copper's Cove may be moved to MCC. I'm got a message into Eddie Kornblum, and he said there's a possibility we may move it over to MCC, get back with you later. So we'll find out whether they're playing at home, which does have turf, but MCC has turf too, and probably better lights. So I don't know. That's just something that's going on. Let's see. You're going to Sam Houston tonight. You're going to Huntsville, supposedly.
Yep, going to leave a little in early afternoon, and so I mean that's the plan right now is to go to Huntsville.
Okay, weather permitting. TCU is at home against Dallas Baptist. Also,
I'm not going to visit anybody, by the way. I'm just there's a baseball game.
That's a good idea.
2 to 10. I mean, I don't.
Visiting hours are over.
Yeah, exactly.
Also down in Houston today, Rice is hosting the Houston Cougars. Texas Tech is at home against Tarleton today. SEC baseball, A&M at home against UTSA. Texas at home against Air Force.
Air Force?
Air Force is coming in for a single game, it appears. I don't know what they're doing over the weekend, but they've got a single game with Air Force.
They like the state of Texas. Now, they've played Baylor. They have played Tarleton. And now Texas. And did they play? I think they played somebody else here. But, good for him.
Yeah. SEC softball yesterday, Texas beat Georgia 6-3. NBA postseason, Brice brought this up, the fact that Houston and the Lakers are playing at 9:30 tonight. Also, San Antonio at home against Portland tonight at 7. We've gone over the MC's the baseball schedule with Houston and Texas playing tonight.
All right.
One other note: the NHL postseason is underway, and the Dallas Stars. Yeah,
Hang on, it's time now for our hockey minute.
Hockey second.
Yeah.
Dallas and Minnesota tied at 1 apiece after Dallas won over Minnesota 4-2.
Yeah, I was going to say, believe it or not, I watched some of that the other night. I like playoff hockey. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I really, really do. It's still hard to keep up with the puck on television.
Yeah.
But I do like playoff hockey. I watched some of it. And the fact that they lost the first game was kind of disheartening.
Yeah.
Because, the teams that normally in those playoff things, if you lose that game one for some reason, it's a tough go. But they bounced back and beat Minnesota, which is good stuff. And do you know where the Dallas Stars came from?
Minnesota. Yeah. They were the Minnesota North Stars.
Yeah. See? There you go. All right. Thanks, Lark. We are brought to you in part by Double R Old Fashioned Hamburgers, 18th and Herring. Open Monday through Friday, 10 until 4:30. Saturdays, 10 until 2. They do a great job of catering. You need a meal catered for whatever, graduation, whatever the case may be. Check out Perry or David over at Double R, and they'll be happy to talk you through a catering situation. Double R Old Fashioned Hamburgers.
When disaster strikes, you need a team you can trust. At Benchmark, we specialize in disaster recovery, construction, environmental remediation, and indoor air quality solutions. With over 30 years of experience, our experts provide forensic architecture, engineering, and environmental consulting to ensure every project is handled with precision and care. From damage assessment to full reconstruction, Benchmark delivers technical expertise and an unmatched client experience every step of the way. Visit benchmarkc3.com to learn more.
At Waco Bodyman Company, we help you take control of your health with advanced wellness and longevity solutions designed to help your body perform, recover, and thrive. Experience the power of red light therapy with our full body bed design to reduce inflammation, improve circulation, support skin health, and recharge your body at the cellular level. Step into our hydrotherapy room featuring a dry sauna, polar shower, and hot tub. Book your tour today. Waco Bodyman, open 7 days a week in downtown Waco.
Looking for insurance that truly fits your life? At Barfield Show Insurance Group, we make it simple. Whether it's auto, home, life, or business insurance, we represent a wide range of top-rated companies, so you get the coverage you need at the price you'll love. Our mission? Delivering the highest quality protection at the lowest possible cost without cutting corners. Call Barfield Show Insurance Group today at 469-579-4982 for your free quote. Barfield Show Insurance Group, coverage you can count on at a price you deserve.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Is your roof ready for the next Texas storm? Don't wait for a small leak to become a big problem. Call JK Roofing of Waco. Whether you need roof repair, a full replacement, or a professional inspection, JK Roofing has quality workmanship and dependable service you can count on. Locally owned and committed to protecting Central Texas homes and businesses. Call JK Roofing today for your free estimate and get the job done right the first time. Call JK Roofing 254-744-2211. JK Roofing of Waco. Strong roofs, honest work, and peace of mind.
All right, you're back with us on a Tuesday. We were running a little bit long, but you know what?
It's our show.
Yeah, it's our show. Who cares? Tomorrow on the program, we're going to talk some, perfect timing. Things just kind of work out. That's why. The Rangers are hosting the Pittsburgh Pirates in Arlington tonight, and again on Wednesday, and tomorrow it'll be Braxton Ashcraft, the Robinson Rocket, on the mound for the Pirates. And we're going to talk to Jared Sandler from the Texas Ranger broadcast team and get caught up to date on the Rangers. They're 11-11 right now going into tonight's game. They're a half game out of first, following trailing the. I think it's the A's, but
yeah.
they don't have a name. I mean, the Sacramento/Oakland/
they're the
Vegas.
nomadic A's, the homeless A's. How's that?
They are homeless. So we'll talk to Jared Sandler about that, and then we'll also Talk to the former Midway grad, Kyle Yeomans, who was in town to do the Baylor TCU series for ESPN Plus.
I got a question about that.
Yeah.
All right. Saturday doubleheader. He
Yeah.
does the first game and
Sunday doubleheader.
Sunday doubleheader.
Yeah.
And Mike Leslie does the second game.
Right.
Why?
Because they were contracted that way, and it got rained out on Saturday.
So why don't you just have Leslie do the doubleheader or let Kyle do the doubleheader?
Because they were contracted that way. That's how they agreed to it. Because I asked the same question. He said, well, I agreed to 2 and he agreed to 1, and he missed out on his 1 because of the rain on Saturday. So there you go.
Whatever. Okay.
You asked the question. You may not like the answer, but you asked the question.
That happens a whole lot around here.
So ask a question, you'll get an answer. I may not like the answer, but you got the answer. You got it immediately. You didn't have to wait like I have to wait sometimes. All right, we got to go. Again tomorrow, Jared Sandler of the Rangers, Kyle Yeomans, Midway product from the Dallas Cowboys, talking NFL draft a day before the draft. Kyle put out a magazine. It is really, really good. I'll show it to you here in just a minute. We got to go. We got to get out of here. We're running out of tape. How about that one? Tape? You remember tape?
Yeah.
We're running out of tape. We got to go. We'll see you tomorrow. See ya.